What up, YouTube? Rich LaRon back at you with another video. Sorry for the delay, man. I know I've been off like the past 2 weeks. I haven't been consistent with the content, so I apologize. But back on the grind, man. Here to kind of explain this back workout that I'm doing. What you don't see in this clip is I actually started my warm-up with pull-ups. I always do that. I usually go 4 sets to failure, and then I go right into the workout. So here I'm doing T-bar rows. The key to this movement is pretty much to keep a good bend in your knees and make sure you get that good squeeze when you pull to the back. Usually once your elbow is usually at like a 45-degree angle. Next exercise I did was the rope pull downs. Some people do these with a straight bar. I actually prefer the rope because you can get a better range of motion. Because you have a little more flexibility, you can pull the rope closer to your body versus the bar. So yeah, definitely incorporate these into your workout, man. I actually love these. These target the lats. So if you're working on width, this is definitely a great exercise that I recommend for widening the lats. Now, they're going to work more of the upper lats. So if you're looking for like a more developed full upper lat, this is really a good exercise to go into. I usually do about 4 sets of these, and I pyramid everything. So I'll start with like 20 reps on a moderately low weight, and then increase that weight from there. So next I went into an exercise that's actually going to work on thickening the back, which is a row. So here I am doing single arm rows. Again, doing 4 sets and pyramiding each set, and of course I'm alternating arms. The key to the movement that I find is making sure that you, as you can see, I'm stretching all the way forward, pulling all the way back, stretching all the way forward, pulling back, but also making sure that the elbow, you keep it fairly low, because on this exercise, which we're working on thickness, but at the same time it's also targeting the lats as well, and it's actually targeting more of the lower lat, because I'm bringing my elbow lower than as if I was doing like the row. So the T-bar row that you saw earlier, my elbow is coming a little bit lower to the side on the side of my waist versus when I was doing the T-bar row. So definitely a good thickening exercise, but also a good exercise for the lower lat. The key again is to make sure you get that stretch. So you want to stretch out, pull back, stretch out, pull back, man. Love this exercise. And honestly, I never really did them single arm before. I always used to do the bilateral movement, so I would use like a straight bar, or I would use the close like the triangle bar to actually do the rows. But I saw Chris Jones actually doing this exercise unilaterally and just using one arm at a time, kind of incorporated it into my routine. So definitely loved it. And again, I am pyramiding from here. So try these out, man. They're tough because you're going, especially if you're pyramiding, man, you're going up. So when you're doing those heavier sets, it gets a little bit more difficult to pull that weight. So you're definitely going to have to, lighten the weight from what you're used to when you're doing, 2 arms. But I guarantee you, man, the pump that you're going to feel, it's worth it. So it may take a little bit longer, of course, because you're doing, more reps, because you're doing each arm individually. But I guarantee you the pump that you're going to feel, it's going to be like no other. So, and I find that it's really hard, man, for me. Maybe I just haven't been doing enough reps or pulling enough weight, but it's hard to get that good pump that you feel doing a back workout versus like doing arms and doing legs. So, yeah, try them out. Third exercise, we went into lat pull downs. Here, I'm actually using another machine where it's pretty much more of a unilateral movement, because we're working one arm at a time. Each arm is working individually versus together. So, I love machines like this, man. It works on imbalances. So definitely, if you have a machine like this in your gym, try to switch it up. Don't just go to a traditional lat pull down. Try to go with something that's going to actually, work your body parts individually, have them kind of fending for themselves. That way it can take care of any type of muscle imbalances that you may have. These were pretty tough because my back was kind of taxed, my lats were taxed, so I didn't go as many sets on those. Fourth exercise, I went into what we call face pulls. I love these to target the rear delt. I start off again doing 4 sets, pyramiding as well. It's just normally my rep range and normally how I do it. I usually pyramid everything. and I started off fairly light, went for 20 reps. Each set after that, it was 15 reps. So, and I just kept increasing the weight, man. So really love these. I actually first saw Kali Muscle do these, and you know, his back is insane, and he highly recommended these for targeting the rear delt. And the key to the movement is actually squeezing at the back and kind of like a slight pause. If you can kind of see, it's a slight pause. I'm not just bringing it back and then releasing. I'm doing like a very quick, maybe like half a second pause at the end of the movement, and then keeping the rope high will make sure you target the rear delt. So if you haven't tried these, definitely give them a try. You'll definitely feel your rear delts burning, but definitely one that you will feel a good pump from. And you can go fairly heavy on these, you know, depending if the weight doesn't like pull you towards the machine. Definitely try to go as heavy as you can. Last exercise I did was another variation of lat pull downs. I just used the triangle attachment, and I actually leaned reverse way, get away from the machine, and I didn't sit on the seat. So actually my knees are on the floor. You get a better range of motion. I actually got these from one of my Muscle Club apparel brothers, man. My boy Ali showed me these, and a pump when I first did them, and a pump from these are crazy. You feel it in your lats insane, and it felt so good, man. I had to incorporate it. So try these out. You can do it at any lat pull down station. You're pretty much just gonna go with the triangle attachment if you guys have one of those. Sure, you could do it with the straight bar, but we did it with the triangle close grip, and it felt amazing. Again, rep range is the same, 20 reps on a moderately low weight, and then kept increasing from there, man. Trying to get to that big boy weight, but you know, keeping it safe, man. You don't want to go too heavy where you're gonna actually, you know, strain yourself and pull something. So we just did a pretty. I think I got up maybe to about, I want to say maybe 120, something like that. Nothing crazy, just to where I can actually finish my reps, but make sure I felt the resistance. So you definitely want to be able to, you know, make sure you're feeling it, man. Because if you're able to breeze through your sets, the weight is not going to be enough resistance to actually make your muscles grow and for you to get that good pump. So focus on going. Don't be scared of the heavy weight, but just make sure you do it in moderation.